What's happening, everybody? Famine from Famine Studios here. I am poorly right now, but yeah, I've eaten several cough drops, took some Dayquil, taken some NyQuil. I think I ate a quill off of a feather, but we're here. We got some music going. Thank you. I've also got my famous, soon to be famous, very fuzzy bathrobe on. So I thought today we could do some more stuff for populating that area back there. I've started to do ceiling panels, as you can see, up there above those guys. I started to do those, so that's an option. I just figured, what the hell, we'll wing it. We could do some graffiti. Is this mirrored? Why is if I'm not? I can't. I don't know how to mirror it. I don't want to mirror it. I don't know. It's. I don't know. It looks the same for me no matter what. Every time it looks the same. I don't. Let's see what this button does here. What's this? Nope, that's a link. Nope. Yeah, no, it's mirrored in StreamYard, but this isn't StreamYard. This is just YouTube. So, yeah. I've got a droid I can start on. Oh, also I have stickers. I'm doing 2 for 5 of the vinyl stickers. They hold up really well to light, rain, dog pee, I imagine, cat pee, I don't know, human pee, I haven't tested it. You do you. They make excellent pasties for bikini season. You want to wear something scandalous, you don't want the girls to pop out or the boys. They're good for censoring your cats. When your cat walks by on the camera and you're in a work meeting, bam, right in front of the cat butthole as the cat goes by. So consider those. You hit me up, we'll get you sorted. Yeah, so like I said, I have been working here and there. I made a little glow-in-the-dark light session there. I'll have to put up pictures. I didn't actually think that through, like actually having pictures of it, but here we are. Oh, my water right now is this because I've dranken? I've had a lot of orange juice and water and raspberry. So yeah, let's get going here. I've got Tread Droid here from Aegis Station. He sent me one of the blanks. I started working on this. I think we will maybe continue on this guy. So let's chat. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the comments if you guys are working on anything yourselves. What have y'all got into? Rosie, what do you got? Drop it. What is it? Did you get a bottle cap? God. Ugh. These guys are out of control this day. See, the dogs are upset and misbehaving because the cats are on the bed. And they won't go up there with the cats on the bed unless the cats are asleep. So Rosie has decided to... Oklahoma City. You did win a droid. You asked me to do one and base it on Numa City. So I have some ideas, but it seems like you're really putting in a lot into Numa City, so I want to make sure that I do well. Yeah, it is. I snagged it off of there and was like, yeah, this is going on here. So we'll do a little black as a primer. You guys know I like doing black primer because for me, if it sits in the recesses, if I don't get everything immediately with the dry brushing, it makes it easier to hide my crimes. And I do apologize if my voice goes in and out. This is the first time I've spent like talking, in 2 days. Well, no, that's not true. I did speak with my girlfriend for about an hour yesterday. But aside from that, yeah, I got to go back to work tomorrow because I can't keep taking time off for the flu. You know, this is America. We don't do that. But I've got a couple of those light year drills, and I want to take them apart for something, and I just figured I would utilize this piece. You know, maybe he, maybe he drives around and surveils and collects data, or maybe he does the opposite. Maybe he drives around and transmits radio to people that want to listen, or something. I don't know. He's got some antennas, and I think that's cool for a droid. What are you dogs doing? They are being rambunctious tonight, I tell you. Anybody on the West Coast that's watching tonight? I'm curious. I got a question for you. I guess specifically, do we have anybody in the audience right now that's watching from Los Angeles? I've seen those delivery droids. Mountain Time. Yeah, no. I've seen those delivery droids that like deliver pizzas and stuff. I've seen them. They're starting to pop up in college towns and things like that. I'm just curious what you think of like how's that feel seeing just like a droid driving around and delivering things to places? My mama. I know. You're a very good girl. Yes, you're on camera. Say hello. Good girl. Good girl, mama. I've got I found some odds. Excuse me. Some odds and ends from one of my bins. Something that I can turn into like a window or a view, a pass through or something. So that's cool. I got all kinds of stuff. Just some wood blocks I found that I'd cut up from other pieces from my basement. So we'll be doing stuff there. And I've got this guy here I'm working on. I think he's pretty cool. The body is by Bjorn. Thanks again, Bjorn. Bith body. Marauders. Not Marauders. I just did the advent calendar for them. Not dime novel. Vitruvian hacks. Bandana. Joy toy shoulder pad. Gloves and hands are from Cobb Vanth. And the head is a Lobot head. Right, boss fight, the Vitruvian hacks. I can't speak tonight. Words are hard, kids. I picked this up for like less than $1. a little seed spreader. It's cast iron base plastic thing. I don't know what I'll hook it up to, but I figure for like a little farming vehicle or something. I thought it was weird. And for less than $1, I figured why not? You know, it looks closer to 118 than you'd imagine. So who knows? There is that that death race event coming up. Maybe we'll have a tractor pull. Somebody will need that to pull the end of the tractor. Yes, Mama Rosie. Hello. I know you're not the immediate center of attention and it's bugging you. I know. If you lift your head up a little higher, you'd be on the screen. Here. She's like, I know you don't have treats, fatty. Oh, Mama. If you are new to the channel, smack the, you can hitch it to the rolling fortress. Johnny Opie, that's funny. If you're new to the channel and you like what we're doing here, usually we're a little more high energy, just a little more high energy. Smack the like button. Check out some of my videos, my longer form content. And I'm just, yeah, we do customs, so we do world building, 1/18 scale, sometimes I do 1-to-1 scale. Foggy morning. That'll get you. Bjorn's had quite a few foggy days recently, haven't you, Bjorn? Got that Silent Hill weather going over there. Okay. All right, that's a good base coat. Yeah. So we'll set this guy right down, let him dry out. Clean that paint out of there. And so talking about roof accessories. I think I'm gonna make this a wall accessory. Have you seen your sister? I have not. But thinking this is gonna be mounted to the ceiling on one of the levels, so it'll look like that. So we'll weather that up nicely. And we'll paint it like some really chipped up red or yellow. I lean towards yellow just because that's like more of a caution. I don't know. Let's find out. Do plate metal. You know, I normally have a palette out and I don't. Is the round thing a light originally? I have no idea. That was a cast piece from Raoul Diorama Accessories. So I don't know what it originally was. I just know that that is a cast piece. It's very heavy. So we're using plate metal by War Painter. Or Army Painter War Paints. There we go. And we'll dry brush this. I guess closer to an overbrush on this one, but and you can hear Miss Azriel in the background yelling and carrying on. She's in heat and also ornery just because the boy keeps running from her, Quinlan. He just doesn't want anything but what she's selling. And yeah, she gets annoyed as he scampers off and tries to hide from her. I don't make things any better, because if he hides, he'll like hide somewhere up high, and I'll scoop him down and put him down low, and then she wanders up to him and the whole thing starts again. And that's funny to me. I think we'll be able to do something cool here with this too, because you guys can see the divots there. Because this will be flush against the ceiling, we can have like oil, Nuln oil maybe, drip down a little bit, or some condensation of some sort. I think that'd be pretty neat. And this is just a dry brush, like I said. Maybe closer to an overbrush, which just has a little bit more paint on it, but I am trying to leave a lot on the palette here. And now we'll hit the grate. Go make that stand out. We want the grate to really pop comparatively. Here we go. So it's like nice and metallic. I don't know, maybe we won't even do color on there. Maybe we'll just do rust. Maybe this is some type of moisture release, because all the air and gimmick, like we've gone over in the lore before, it's polluted, and so it's dry, so they try and suck as much moisture as they can out of the air. And maybe there's some waste or a waste product from a factory. I don't know. I just work here. So I think we'll let that sit like that for a hot minute, let that dry. And Bjorn, you said you're experimenting. Building anything fun? Let's see here. I had a particular idea earlier. I was like, oh, we'll do that for the live stream. And then I completely lost the idea. Oh, yeah. So I thought we'd take one of these knobs. I guess they are. They're supposed to be knobs. But we'll do a vase. I already did one vase with... here it is. I did one. And just put some dried up plants in it and set it next to a door. You know? I thought that would be cool. But we'll do one that's a little different. A little more, less plant, more just decoration. Just easy things to add more to your diorama, add more depth to your scenes and your photography and your world building. Because honestly, that's what you want. You want, just like Shrek says, layers. Am I invoking the big green ogre to talk about world building? I sure am. Because ogres have layers, like onions and parfait. And is the music too loud? Because I congestion of the ears and all that fun stuff. Small plant growing under the vent. Music is fine. Ah, rest in peace, Bob Barker. Alright, so this has a coating of black on it now. That's what we want. We'll set that aside to dry. But yeah, like I said, this one was just the same thing. It was one of those knobs. I did a coating of black, and then I did wrought iron, put a dried plant on top, and then I just dry brushed some of the tips with a neon green. Let's give it a little more life, and then just set it near a door. No, it's not a snack, ma'am. Looking at it like it's something to eat. And you could also do the same thing. Hi, honey. You could also do the same thing with, I save these off of like squeeze tubes and stuff like that. I think this one actually didn't come from like toothpaste or anything. It came from one of those like smaller use tubes of Jesus, my brain is just not firing tonight. Liquid nail. You take this off and then you put the tip on, cut the tip, and use it like a caulking device. But yeah, preparation H, right? But again, it's just like a little vase, or it could be a lampshade. You could certainly do, just off the top of my head, you know, you have that thing, that, and then you just put a little post, and you've got a little lamp to go on a table. If you have more modern lighting fixtures and stuff, or you could probably, like, I don't know, shove that in there, make that into something, some type of decor. Same goes for the flip side. But yeah, preparation H, get out of here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take that one that's drying and attach, excuse me, attach this to like a little stick and just have it coming out of the top. It's not going to light up or anything, but it'll look different and interesting, and, you know, light when you light up the diorama can hit it. Doesn't have to be overly complex. As far as the stick, I've got some skewers I can use. Got these for $1 at the grocery store. I think they were $1.50 actually, but 100 bamboo skewers. I'll never run out, you know? And you don't have to use the whole skewer. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab the hot glue gun. Why does that feel like it wasn't on? Because it wasn't on. I should not be able to do that. There we go. All right, we'll let that hot glue gun heat up. But we'll fill this with hot glue. We'll stick the skewer in, we'll let it cure. And then we'll figure out how we're going to attach it to the other thing. And we'll paint the shaft as well. But we'll just cut that right now. I just did a little ring around that. Cuts right there. Easy peasy. Didn't even need to squeeze. I did say shaft. Can you dig it? That's a property I'm surprised nobody's picked up to make figures of. Like, I'm surprised that Mezco hasn't done like shaft figures. somebody's got to have the IP for that, stopping other people from using it, or they just don't want to make toys about Shaft. Maybe they don't think that there will be enough people interested. But I mean, we're getting a Doc Savage figure, so anything is possible. Nope. Fucking thing just tried to sabotage me by playing licensed music. Not today. Because while I love Chappell-Roan, I don't think she loved me making money off of her music. Or her record label would love that very much. Ah, look at that. I didn't even do anything. You guys see that, right? And it fell. So we got this thing. Let's pick a color for this. We're going to do red. So what would be a good color for the vase? A nice turquoise, maybe? Yeah, we'll do a turquoise. Upgrading a Figtober figure. Isn't that great when you come across something that works and you're like, hell yeah, I can make a change that's going to benefit this. And I've already done most of the work. Get that silver out of that brush. Then we'll just take this and we'll just do a little bit of dry brushing here. There we go. Doesn't need to be anything exotic. If you really wanted to, you could do like gold bands on the vase. I don't know. I personally wouldn't put a piece of pottery outside with gold on it. That's me, right? That's just my life choices. I don't tell you how to live your life. Maybe I do. I don't know. Polishing my knob. Yeah. Better to polish it myself than not polish. I don't know. I just work here. Okay. We got a good amount of hot glue piped into that hole. Tee-hee. Yeah. We'll just feed that in there. Get rid of that little spiderweb thread there. And that's pretty straight up and down. And we've got this piece right here. But we'll let the glue gun get hotter. I want to paint that first before we stick the bulb on there, the element. I got an idea for as like colors go. All right, so this will be. Let's paint the. If it'll stand up straight. It's blue. It's a little blue pill. Come on, work for me here. We'll paint that copper. Now we'll paint it gold. Bright gold. And we're not going to put any black underneath it, which I normally would. Just because they said so. We'll just soak the shaft in some gold. Because we love the golden shaft here at Famine Studios. All right. Like I said, I'm just going to pipe this thing full of hot glue. Wow. I know that's not full, but guess we'll take it. Interesting. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of squeeze out there. So, I think I'm just going to treat that as part of the design. There we go. Oop. That's all right. We can touch that up. That is fine. And it's just a weird little fucking thing, too. Oop, timber. It's just a weird little thing. We'll let that glue set. See, just a little weird science fiction thing, and I could trim that with a knife once it's fully cured, or if it doesn't fully cure. Either way. We could blob some gold on there. Let's see. We can always change it. So let's go ahead and take the knife. We'll trim this up. We'll see what we can do here as far as trimming this goes. It doesn't matter. This thing is really just pushing the... That's fascinating to me. Okay. This hot glue simply doesn't want to maintain gription. Now, I know there's some scientific reason that this is happening, and it's irritating me that I can't quite remember, because it's not... I guess because there's no place for the, no place for the glue to go when I'm piping it in there. There's no, like, air escape hole or anything like that. So it's just hitting a blockage that it's making on its own. So with that, save myself a headache. There I go. Just a weird little space thing. It doesn't need to be complicated, and I think I kind of overcomplicated it there. But that'll cure up. And it's just going to be a little piece of decor. You know? A little piece of space decoration. Get all these spider webs off of here. Yeah, let's get a little paint on there just to clean it up, make it look a little neater for photography, right? And if you are new to the channel, like I said, we're usually a little more high energy, but fighting the old flu here. I would say the worst part of this flu, by the way, that's going around, or at least the version that I have of it, is the GI issues. So if you want to get your running shoes in, your steps in, you'll get it. That said, wash your hands, wear your masks, don't cough in each other's faces if you can help it. And if you work for a company that's in office, or you're one of the government employees that's being forced back into office, I would say wear a mask. You know, keep other cultures around the world, they fucking wear masks when people are sick so that they don't share the germs when they go to work, and for some reason we don't. Wash your hands. Don't lick any doorknobs, even if you're into that sort of thing. Bjorn. All right, so we got this here. So let's get these out of the way here. Pick any knob. All right, you lick whatever knobs you want to do, buddy. It's your life, like Bon Jovi says. We'll get some Null oil. We'll crack this open. Love that. And then I'm going to hold it like this because it's easiest for me to paint, even though it's not easiest for you guys to see, but I'll try. And we'll just apply the oil inside this and just let it drag a little bit of it out. So we go in and out. Doesn't have to be a big amount, just enough to create a trail, visibility trail, and we see where it's coming from. See, and I'm just letting the liquid follow the path down to the bottom. And then here where it would hit the edge, I just have it hit the edge and then I drag the brush that way. I'll do it one more time over here, just cause. So we've got those liquids, the Null oil in there. We'll give that a second to dry up. Cool. Just wet that bottom there. We like a wet bottom. Okay. That's away. And then next up on our rust train, we will do burnt sienna ink and raw sienna. And then maybe one thing at a time. And then same routine here. Pull this out of the way. I'm just going to use this like a, there we go. Just a little bit on there. And fortunately, this should follow. It does. Kind of follows the Null oil right down to the bottom. And it doesn't have to go all the way down. It can. And then again, when you get to the corner, or when I get to the corner, and I know that whatever rusty liquid would drip down, hit that rim. And again, just hit that rim. and then it collects there. So we've got a nice rusty bottom of the thing. I don't know what this is. Some type of exhaust thing. Again, we haven't decided. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see the path. I'm sorry that I'm not holding this to the camera correctly. How's that? Need somebody in the chat to let me know if that looks good on camera, because I can't precisely tell. That'll work. Phrasing. No, I meant what I said when I like a wet bottom. Thank you, Bjorn. And then we'll just... Where's that brush? We'll just put it on the brush. Good enough. Alright, check this out. Because I'm just dabbing that in there. Because it is so viscous. Okay, now I'm cleaning off the brush. And I'm just going to pull that down with the brush. Gross, 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 gross. So we got... You alright, Rosie? Get a drink of water, honey. Okay. Then that's all the colors are melding together. Perfect. And then what we can do is once this is dry, those nice rusty colors are together, is we'll go and we'll do like a neon green type of slime leaking out of here. I think that'd look pretty cool. And we can add the slime with hot glue and then paint over it. I think that's an idea. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to call this done. Just a weird little piece of space art. Sit on somebody's balcony or in their house at a bar on the table. And that's just little 2 pieces. Light cover from an LED that I used in another diorama that I saved those, and a little drawer pull from that line of Park Lane. I think that's cool. And again, for those colors, if anybody wanted to know what I used to do those rust effects, let's see here. And just regular normal oil as the base. Yeah. So let's see, we'll do, we got some slime here, Kraken skin. And we got some disgusting slime. Perfect. Shake that up. Just a little bit of that there. And I will add a little bit of Kraken skin. Just a little bit. And then a little bit of yellow green. And we'll wet our brush. And I'll hold this kind of upside down. So we'll use the green slime, and we'll just right inside these grills. See? Right to the bottom one. And I'm just pulling my brush down. I wish there was a better angle for that. I feel like this is a piss poor angle for that, whereas like if I'm painting like this, which is kind of what I'm doing, this is better. So we got that, and that looks cool. We'll put a little bit of the rundown right here into the rusty liquid that's still kind of wet, which is fine. And then right there to like the cusp of the ball. And again, just cleaned and wet my brush. Next we'll do some of this Kraken skin. I'll just go in here, add a little bit inside each of these. Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough that you notice it's there. I've got just the wet brush, the wettest brush. Pull some of that down. It just adds layers of disgusting. And then some of the yellow green. That shit looks gross. And then again, just kind of a bit there. Perfect. And that is a gross little drain with some putrid looking chemicals dripping down it. And if you're looking right up at it, you'd see that. So that's neat. And I'll attach that inside of there at some point. Droid color is gonna be red? No. I don't know. What color should I make this damn droid? Purple. Leaky. Leaky in the purples. Purple leaky. Mama Snow, what color should I paint this droid? She's giving Snowflake a bath. Pink? I considered pink. Surveyor for the big drill. No, that I got the Wayland droid for that. I mean, pink doesn't sound terrible. Purple doesn't sound terrible either. Orange could be another good one. I keep green. Lime. Hey, Triple D. What's happening? Some sort of green doesn't sound terrible. I think we're going to do purple and pink and orange. No, just purple and pink. That said, we got pink, and I got purple. So we got Alien Purple from Army Painters, War Paints, and Vallejo Pink. This is going to take a couple of coats because it is pink and purple. Purple will appear. So we'll do the whole thing pink first, and then purple over top because that'll make it stand out better. I'm going to leave that its own color. Do you hear this cat in the background? She's got a lot to say. Cats, man. I love them. Oh, I guess maybe this pink will show up good on this black. Wow. Hell yeah. +1 for high pigmented paints. My shirt is purple and pink. And blue. It's okay if I get color on the vent because I can go back over it afterwards and add my metallics. Because I like the idea of that vent being metal. And I don't know about Brett's headcanon for his droids, but in my headcanon, that's just a way for somebody to access this thing to work on it. That's what makes the most sense to me. But I am starting to like the idea of this guy, like I said, driving around broadcasting. I don't know what he's broadcasting, but some type of signal. Maybe a radio station, maybe secret, you know, messages on Imperial movements disguised in music. Maybe he's just a rolling number station. Like, that's his sole purpose, is to just produce noise for the right people to hear and the wrong people to be puzzled by. Which is actually a pretty cool idea, if you ask me. Number stations creep me out, boy. I also wish I had like a little piece of rubber, not like less than 1 millimeter thick, because I have 1 millimeter foam, but just something less than 1 millimeter thick. Put a little mud flap on the tire and paint a little Twi'lek silhouette. I think that'd be funny. Also, I don't know how many ladies are watching, but gentlemen, if you're partnered up, if you have your partner, Valentine's Day is on Friday. Now, I know some people, they don't celebrate the holiday because it's all consumerism, blah, 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 blah. Get her some goddamn flowers. Plan ahead. Get them now. Or if she's allergic to you know what I mean? Like, do something. It's nice. There's enough going on. Treat your partner to something nice, like some flowers, some food. And don't even think about going out. Like, I wouldn't. It's going to be crowded. It's going to be busy. The specials are going to be the same fucking everywhere. You will be working on Valentine's Day. Well, Bjorn, I hope that your boss treats you to a nice lunch or something. Maybe a little smooch on the top of the head if that's the type of relationship you have in the workplace. I honestly hope nobody's boss smooches him on the top of the head. I don't give a shit what kind of working relationship you have. Guess that's not that bad. Date will be old toys. There you go. You can get a old Hitachi magic wand at the thrift store. I've seen. Oh, you mean like action figures? My bad. Awkward. Awkward. Now, how do you noisy dogs flip the pad that's in there to keep your claws from scratching, and then stand up in there and you guys sound like you're walking on a million marbles? There you go, Bjorn. I'm not telling you that's where you should go and talk to single ladies that are picking up something for Valentine's Day because they don't have plans. But I'm also saying if you're respectful, it's not a bad idea. Y'all saw that jump out of my hand, right? So we got the alien purple. Boy, that pink paint's still wet on there. So why do you keep putting purple paint on there, Famine, if the pink paint's wet? Well, you know, I don't make good choices. I don't know if this is going to look the way I want it to look, but... Oh, wow, that's okay. So this paint that I've layered on here too wetly, it seems, is having a reaction with the resin underneath it. And it's coming right off. So I'm going to let that set for a little bit. I may have screwed the pooch on that. I'm going to let that cure, see where we stand. sometimes that happens. I don't want to... I could try and force cure it with the blow dryer, and then try and paint over again, but I'd rather let it cure and see if it adheres to the green resin. I can't remember what I did with this one that made everything adhere perfectly fine to it, because that yellow takes a lot of coats of paint you guys have seen. So I'm not quite sure what's happening here, other than maybe the paint was so wet still underneath, but it's like starting to chip off. So I'm gonna let it sit, set that aside. Seems like the smartest decision to make, right? Seems pretty smart. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go fix myself a hot beverage, probably tea. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Like I said, the flu. Hopefully I'm doing better later in the week. We can do another one of these. If you're new to the channel, smack the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, notification bell. Share this with a friend, share it with an enemy. If you want to help support the channel, there's patreon.com/FamineStudiosX. I'm over here like Rick Sanchez, just talking through burps, Morty. Famine Studios X, Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Famine Studios X. If you want to get 2 for $5, the vinyl Famine Studios stickers, reach out to me. PayPal is famincosplay@gmail.com. But I'll put a link in my bio, or you can just message me right out, and we'll get you guys set up with some stickers. I usually do 3. I know I say 2, but I usually throw an extra one in. It's something I can do. But anyway, and they're free shipping. So hope you guys are well. We'll catch you later in the week, and hopefully by Friday, my voice will be back up to par for World Makers Consortium over on Rad Toys channel. So be well, too sweet me, and I'm gonna go get some goddamn NyQuil.